Silent Hooks, The Faithful Pretender. Episode 1, The Message That Found Me. Season 3, Premiere, Live Inside the Echo of the Lie Forum. If you or someone you know has been a victim of scams, this series is for you. Emma opened the session, her voice steady. Tonight we start a new thread. Grace, whenever you're ready. Grace leaned in toward her screen. It started on a Wednesday afternoon. I was checking my messages after the meeting. That's when I saw it. She pulled up the first message on her phone. Hello, sister. I noticed your comments in the group. Your heart for the ministry shines through. Are you in a season of new beginnings? Grace looked around the forum screen. I didn't think it was strange. It sounded like someone from the community reaching out. Like family. Ethan asked, what was the sender's name? Grace replied, Micah Rivers. Profile picture showed a man in a plain suit. No jewelry, clean background. Just a simple smile. David tapped into his notes. Consistency with spiritual community targeting. Minimalist presentation to match expected standards. Omari added, notice he didn't introduce himself first. He introduced your virtues. That's mirroring before identity. Emma nodded toward Grace. Did you respond right away? Grace shook her head. I waited 2 hours. Then I wrote back. Thank you, brother. I'm in a season of prayer and decisions. Appreciate the encouragement. Rachel typed in the chat. Perfect timing message. Catches people when they're vulnerable but hopeful. Omari said, textbook. They monitor group discussions. They scrape for key phrases like waiting on direction, struggling with patience, new chapter. Once flagged, they initiate. Ethan added, they also send hundreds of seed messages a day, waiting for the first genuine emotional reply. That's the opening. Grace continued, her voice calm. He replied almost immediately after I answered. And this was the second message. She read it aloud. I believe it's no coincidence we crossed paths. I've been praying for God to connect me with those who still value integrity over popularity. I sensed that about you immediately. Grace looked at Emma. That second message hooked me. It made me feel like I was seen. Emma let the silence hang for a moment before speaking. And that's where it begins. Before the ask. Before the story. The first hook. Omari pulled up a side document. Loaded the new pattern under Echo Archive. Faith Layer 01. Anchor, language confirmed. David added, identified trigger words. Integrity. Crossed paths. No coincidence. All consistent with engineered connection techniques. Ethan leaned forward. And the emotional investment, it starts before you even realize it. Emma looked back at Grace. Keep going, Grace. We're walking it through with you. Grace nodded. I didn't know then. But that was the beginning of everything that followed. End of episode 1. Next on, Silent Hooks, Season 3, The Faithful Pretender. Grace shares the next phase of the messages, subtle invitations. The building of trust without ever asking for anything tangible. Yet. Omari, David, and Ethan break down exactly how Phase 2 of faith-based manipulation is built. Slow isolation wrapped in spiritual loyalty. Coming soon, Silent Hooks, The Faithful Pretender. Episode 2, The Hand That Reached Through Prayer. Don't miss it.